The Xbox Series X and S have been out for about a year now, and I've had a Series X for about the same amount of time. So the question is it actually worth buying a year into its life? Should you wait even longer? Where does it sit? My last video on the channel was on the PS5 being a year old and seeing if that was worth buying right now. And I kind of came to the conclusion that it kind of isn't. And just the reason being is that the exclusive games for PS5 just really aren't there yet. Now here's the crazy thing. For the Xbox Series X and S, it's even worse. And the reason being is that every single exclusive game for the Xbox is playable on the Xbox One and Xbox One S. And with the inclusion of Game Pass now on PC, those exclusives can also be played on a whole nother platform that is not an Xbox Series X. So then, why even get close to buying this box? Are 4K graphics that important to you that you need a box to do that? And really, the answer is this. It's the speed of the device. I talked about the PlayStation 5 being crazy fast, and the Series X, I don't know, it kind of feels faster in a weird way. There's something amazing about being in a game, hitting pause, going back to your home screen, going through some settings, replying to messages, going to the store, getting back into the game, and because of quick resume, you're right back to where you left off with no issue. And I mean, being able to do that, go from one game to a different game, and then come back to the first game and it's still exactly where it left off, that's kind of amazing. And here's the crazy thing. Before this, I had an Xbox One S, which I did not think felt slow. I thought it felt fine, but then I get the Series X, and guess what? It makes the One S feel ancient. The Series X is so fast. Design-wise, I'm in love with how the Series X looks. I know a lot of people do not like how this console looks, but in all honesty, the mini fridge look, I'm all for. I think it looks amazing, and honestly, it looks great as a decoration in your home. I'm just saying, I love the look of this device. The little holes on the top, whatever they're for, well, they're for venting, but whatever. I think it looks amazing. Design I love. I actually like it more than the PS5 design. I mean, let's be honest, the speed of this thing is amazing. The game library is great, even though again, the exclusives can't be played anywhere. Still pretty amazing. Game Pass. I can make a whole video about how great Game Pass is, and we're not gonna get into that right now. We're talking about the console itself. But I think that there is a bigger con to this Xbox, and that is the controller. I think that the Xbox controller has been the most comfortable controller ever made. The Xbox One controller is a masterpiece. So it is hard to kind of make it better. But I gotta say, they didn't really add anything to the Series X version of the controller. They added one button for some settings stuff, that's about it. While the DualShock upgraded a lot coming to the PS5. I mean, the haptic triggers alone is a game changer when you use these two controllers back to back. I do think that Microsoft really should have done more to make the controller feel like a brand new controller. Again, the fit and feel, leave it alone. But it comes down to what features the controller has now. So here's the thing, it's hard to tell people you should buy a Series X or even an S. The consoles are pricey. The exclusives exist on so many other platforms. I'm talking about previous gen, PC. You can get Game Pass on your mobile phone and stream exclusive Xbox games to your phone now. There's too many ways to play Xbox games. So what it comes down to is, what do you want? Is 4K gaming that important to you, and do you not have a PC that can do 4K gaming? Maybe you're just, a couch console gamer, and that's great. But why should you get the Series X over an Xbox One S or an Xbox Series S? And ultimately it comes down to 4K. I think that most people, I would suggest a Series S. It's more than fine, it's just as fast, only puts out 1440p, but still that looks amazing. But if you got that 4K TV in the living room and you really want to take advantage of that, then yeah, you have to go up to the Series X and pay that premium. For me personally, I bought the Series X for two reasons alone. It is the 4K, because I have a 4K TV and I wanted to see 4K gaming. And honestly, it's also the design. I already had a 1S and the Series S looks pretty much identical. I wanted something new. And I gotta admit that I love the design of the Series X so much that I think it looks like a good decoration in my home. And it's kind of the reason why I bought it, in all honesty. It's a very expensive decoration, but also I can play games on it. That's really what matters. The speed of it too has also made it kind of a central place for my entertainment console, in that it's actually replaced a lot of my streaming boxes and streaming sticks or whatever. It's so much faster than every other, stream box or whatever that you could have, that I can actually use it now to watch pretty much any movies or anything I'm gonna watch in the living room. I just use the Xbox now to do that because it's so much faster than even casting it from my phone, in all honesty. Those are my thoughts on the Xbox Series X. I love this console. I think it's an amazing console. It's just a hard one to recommend to everybody because of how you can get Xbox games now, which I think is actually not a con to the Xbox. I think it's a huge pro to Microsoft and what they're trying to build right now. I think Game Pass is a game changer, and I think I should make a whole video about that later. But for now, Series X, 1 year later, should you buy it? If you really want 4K gaming, yeah. That doesn't matter to you? Check out a Series S or, build a PC. And that's honestly really, really fun. Thanks for watching. I'll have some more videos coming at you very soon. Until then, any questions, anything you want to talk about Xbox, throw it in the comments below, and I'll respond to whatever I see down there. So, thanks guys. Talk to y'all soon.